What's up, everyone? It's Crispy here, and today we're going to tackle a kind of controversial and popular subject as of right now. Is there power creep in Honkai Star Rail? Is it real? Is it your fault? First and foremost, I'm going to give my opinion on it. Yeah, of course there's power creep in Honkai Star Rail. There's power creep in every single video game that you play. And if by the end of this video, you still feel like maybe there isn't power creep, I would like for you to comment below, give me your reasoning, and we can talk about it like just have a cool discussion. I'm genuinely curious on why people think there isn't, and honestly why people think there is, because we all think differently, and I just like to get different perspectives. So from my perspective, let's go into the game really quick and give a quick example. So MOC 12, everyone has played this as of right now and has seen the inflated HP values on the bosses. Ignore these team comps. I've been trying to play around and trying to 3-star it. I probably won't be able to just because I'm lacking certain things. All right, so my first reasoning on power creep. Let's get this out the way. Is Seal, or Sele, however you say her name, is she doing the same amount of damage as, let's say, Fei Zhao or Acheron? Or maybe even the Herta? That's a crazier example. One, she is single target, so I know those might... Let's just do Fei Zhao then, since she's single target. Is she doing the same amount of damage as Fei Zhao? Is she even in the same tier as Fei Zhao? No? Okay. Now, let's see. Acheron. Does Acheron compare to the Herta, the brand new unit? Acheron, she does deal a bunch of damage. She deals a good amount, but from what I've seen on the Herta, she deals like 1.6 mil with her follow-up after an ult, and her crit damage, crit rate, and all that is up. Of course, buffs and everything play a role in that, but just in the AoE sense, she is better than most of the DPS units that have already been released. Hence, the term power creep. Also, let me get this out the way. I forgot to do this earlier in the video. This is the definition of power creep. Editing Crispy, put it on the screen. This is the definition that we're following. Basically, upcoming content that is released that makes old content obsolete. Jing Yuan, for example, he was obsolete for an exorbitant amount of time until Sunday was released and he became quote unquote relevant again. But therein lies a problem and a scummy Hoyo practice. Hoyoverse will absolutely, and they've stated this before, never buff or change the kit of an old unit or a unit that has been previously released. Now, that's fucking bullshit, 100%. The reason they do this is to have incentive for individuals, us, the players, to pull for new characters. The only reason Jing Yuan, as an example, is viable again is because of Sunday. If you don't have Sunday, then Jing Yuan is not viable again. Therein, power creep, scummy practice go hand in hand. Now, to avoid power creep, or to at least be caught up on content, most of the time you would have to pull for the newer units, the Herta, Aglaia as examples. They are going to shine in the AoE, like centralized content that is upcoming. Now, you could rebuttal this with, hey, but Crispy, every single patch that's released caters towards a certain playstyle, i.e. Super Break. Everything catered towards that for a little bit because the units that were dropping were Super Break oriented. Now, you could clear this with other teams, but Super Break did shine and thrive in that. Now, with that, power creep. If you weren't super breaking in certain situations, you would have an insane amount of like difficulty clearing the content. I don't see how there is even any sense of the word that there isn't power creep in games. It's natural. There's power creep in every single video game you play. As the game evolves, as the game continues to go on, new content, new characters, new implementations of kits, follow-ups, just new things in general need to be implemented to keep the game fresh and new and have people coming to play. So therein lies the power creep. Some units get old, if they don't get buffed or kits changed, then they just sit on the bench forever. And that ties in with the scummy practice I was saying earlier. So I think this is my little spiel on this. Hoyo could avoid intense power creep with changing kits and buffing old units. Will they do that? Hell no. Have they stated they won't do that? Hell yes. They won't do it. They'll just continue to make units such as Sunday to make those old units playable again, which is just shitty in general. And I know I'm going in circles about this, but I'm not going to sit here and talk for an hour about it. I don't think that needs to be done. The last point that I'm going to discuss is with free-to-play players or low spenders. Now, I do understand the fact that people saying, hey, there's only power creep in video games because you don't know how to manage who you pull for. You don't know how to plan ahead, blah, 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 blah. Now, with that, there is some truth and some fiction. Let's look at my comps over here. What am I lacking? Supports. I got caught up in pulling for the new shiny DPSs. They got me. Hoyoverse got me. Totally got me. See all these? I got a lot of DPS. I have maybe one team. You can see this right here. This is my follow-up team. That is usually what I use to clear most content. Then my Acheron team, which is absolutely mid to even like go in there. Usually if I would use Aventurine to keep us safe, but Gallagher because he has debuffs. So with this, saying that power creep is the player's fault, not 100% true. The devs have a duty not to be scummy and make people spend money by giving them intense content that they can't clear without updated new shiny units. I think kits should be updated and changed to go with the times, to go with the content. With power creep and stuff, it leads to a lot of like no diversity in gameplay or team comps or just units being used in general. And it's 100% the company's fault or the devs, whoever are making the decisions to implement this strategy. It's a ploy to make money, and yeah, that's basically all I've got for this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed. I know I kind of talked in circles throughout this, but I just wanted to give my little 2 cents on this. Power creep is real. If you say it's not, please let me know down below. We can talk about it in a constructive manner. Team compositions do mean a lot. Skill does mean a lot. It's not just a skill issue that you're not able to clear content. With my MOC 12 in particular, it was a skill issue. I didn't pay attention to the trotters enough and implement or use how much damage they do to my advantage. But also, I did pull for certain units that I'm not even really using anymore, i.e. Blade. RIP the homie. And I just, like, I really need Lingsha, to be honest, for my break team. That would be Firefly, Lingsha, HMC, and I don't know, maybe Gallagher or someone else I can't see right here, right now. But yeah, that's it. That's all I've got. Catch you on the next video. Peace.